Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss the nervous tissue. As I have already told you that nervous tissue, it is basically one of the types of animal tissues. And animals, in order to perform the different types of functions, the animals, they have got different types of tissues. These tissues are the epithelial tissue, the muscular tissue, the nervous tissue, and the connective tissue. The epithelial tissue, what type of function does it perform? That this epithelial tissue, it is responsible for, mostly it is responsible for the protection. Sometimes it performs excretion also and other functions, but mostly it is responsible for the protection. Second one is the muscular tissue. The muscular tissue, it is the tissue which is responsible for the locomotion, that is the movement from one place to another place. Third one is the nervous tissue, and the fourth one is the connective tissue. The nervous tissue, which we are going to discuss today, and the connective tissue we will discuss further. All these tissues, epithelial, muscular, whether it is nervous or connective tissue, all these different types of tissues, they are made up of a specialized type of cell. When these specialized type of cells, they group together and perform a particular function, then only we call these cells as the tissues. The epithelial tissue, it is made up of epithelial cells. The muscular tissue, it is made up of muscular cells. In the same way, the nervous tissue, it is also made up of a special type of cell. So, we will discuss the nervous tissue. The nervous tissue, it is basically the tissue whose function is to transmit messages in our body. How does this nervous tissue transmit the different types of messages or signals from one part of the body to another part of the body? And what is the special type of cell of which this nervous tissue is made up of? Before going into the details of that, I must tell you that this nervous tissue, it is present inside the brain, it is present inside the spinal cord, it is present inside the nerves. So, this brain, the spinal cord and the nerves, they are all made up of this nervous tissue, and they are all made up of these neurons. The simplest or the building unit of this nervous tissue, it is the neuron, which is a specialized type of cell. This neuron is also called as nerve cell. So, the basic unit or the building block of this nervous tissue is the neuron. These neurons, they are the special type of cells. When these neurons, they combine together, they group together, they form this nervous tissue. So, neuron, it is the basic cell, specialized type of cell, which makes our nervous system. Now, we will discuss what is a neuron and how does it look like. This is the structure of a neuron. The neuron, it consists of a head, that is the main body, and a tail-like structure. This head-like structure or main body of this cell, this is called as the cytosol. This is called as cytosol. This cytosol, it consists of the cytoplasm and the nucleus. This is the nucleus and this is the cytoplasm. This cytoplasm, it consists of different types of substances, mostly the ribosomes, which are responsible for generating the different types of signals. These are called as the dendrites. These dendrites, they are responsible for receiving different types of signals. We will discuss further. Second part of this neuron, it is this tail-like structure. This tail-like structure, it is called as axon. A-X-O-N, axon. It is also called as the nerve fiber. This axon, it is long, heavy, long, cylindrical in nature, having same diameter. At the end of this axon, there are these thread-like structures having the endings, which are these button-like endings. These are called as the terminal branch. Terminal branch. And these dot-like structures, they are called as synaptic knobs. Synaptic knobs. These synaptic knobs, they are made up of the acetylcholine, ACH, acetylcholine, which is the neurotransmitter. So, this is the structure of a particular neuron. How does this neuron help in transmission of signals from one part of the body to another part of the body? Basically what happens, this cyton, it has got these dendrites. These dendrites, they are meant for receiving different types of signals. For example, whenever there is change in the environment, this change in the environment, it is detected by these, because each dendrite, it is made up of a special type of cells or special type of materials which are meant for receiving a particular type of signal. So, whenever there is change in the environment, this change in the environment is detected by these dendrites. These dendrites, they detect this change and transmit it to the nucleus. Now the nucleus, it receives this message and it has to transmit the message to other parts of the body. Now it receives this signal. Now it transmits this signal in the form of electrical impulses. These electrical impulses are transmitted through this axon, which are received by this terminal branch. These terminal branches, they are then again connected to another nerve. This nerve, the second nerve, its dendrites will be connected to this terminal branch, and in this way, this signal, which is in the form of electrical impulses, it is transmitted from one neuron to another neuron, another neuron to another neuron, and in this way, it gets transmitted from one part of the body to another part of the body. So, we have discussed the structure of the neuron and how does it function. This is all for today, because as you know, we cannot upload large size files, so we have to rely on these short clips until the restoration of the 4G. Thanks a lot. Stay blessed.